How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Fast Hands Gaming. I'm your boy Fast, and we're back on Clash of Beasts today. I know it's been a hot minute since my last video. Unfortunately, life does get in the way. Work has been absolutely slammed this week for me. And on top of that, I am currently working on a chart for all the towers in-game for the fort event. And it's definitely taken me a lot longer than I thought it would, probably due to my lack of skills on a computer, unfortunately. But anyway, we're back on Clash of Beasts today, like I said. And as always, this video is made in collaboration with Ubersoft under the Clash of Beasts Content Creator Program. Now, what this video is going to be about is, since so many people have pushed into high levels, I really want to start talking about real base builds, placement, and how to defend, and then also what beasts you should be looking for and focusing on endgame. Now, in the last time I talked about endgame, I went over tier 5, and I went over what was currently the story quest. I'm also building the whole chart for story quests from right when you start playing to endgame, and that also is taking a lot of time. So once both that and the tower grid is out, or finished, I will be releasing those. Now, back to first and foremost, base builds. So right now, majority of players already know that you want to basically focus your alignments. So this is going to be first on your god towers. You want to focus your alignments on the current top beast in game. Now, that is definitely going to be Frogger. Most people really do like him, or Toad. So Gaia is going to definitely help you slow him down. It doesn't stop him, but it will help slow him down. And so when we're talking about the god towers technically are laser. So anything that has laser resist will also resist a god tower. I confirmed that with the dev team. So it means something like Jag and or Quetz can get 100% resist to all regular god towers, and basically the god tower, the leech tower. The taunt isn't really a laser tower, the stun tower, and then obviously both of those creatures also have immunity to the razor and the barrel tower and the void cannon. So anyway, back to placement. I have found endgame, when you're building your bases, I like to have the god towers up front, because the reasoning behind that is you want the god towers to, especially if someone's defending your base, you want to have them hit the beast that's attacking. If you were to just look on Gaia, we're just going to go and upgrade Bend of Thorns. So this is the super shot so when you put the super shot on the god tower, this is the effect that you will get. With a Gaia tower, the beast's movement and attacks are slowed. Its mega shot amplifies the slowdown. So obviously, that's what you want. You want to try to prevent, because everyone knows the frog's big thing is the jump. So if you can prevent him from moving, obviously that is going to mean that he can take more damage. And that's why I say the god towers should try to be on every island up front, because you want to get the super shots on them. Now, that being right there, you can, if you really wanted to, like this, because if you figure Frog's going to jump, if you had the Gaia tower on a super shot and he gets probably mid-island, you can then go ahead and select the other god tower. It should reach, and then basically you just want to keep the god towers on all their ailments on the beast, and then obviously supplement the other super shots with the barrel tower, the razor tower, and the stun tower. The barrel tower is going to be also very key when you're defending and making your endgame base, because it does negate the effects, and it can stop a shield. If you were to see the super shot, it will prevent further casting of any self buff, prevented for a short period of time. So also very good to have. I think the barrel tower, depending on what you have and what you've built, should either be in obviously the front row or the back row. I like to always have it either next to a Razor Tower or behind a Void Cannon, due to the fact that it will deal more damage if it's behind a Void Cannon, because obviously the Void Cannon is destroyed. You can get the buff that gives to the other towers, giving them more damage. And then obviously the Stun Tower is another tower that you should probably face or have faced up front. On a short island, definitely. On these longer islands, obviously it's going to be probably about mid-game. Them being in the back does nothing. It's not going to slow them down, and it's not... Honestly, God Towers and Sun Towers should always be up front, and then supplement wherever you want the other towers. Now, that pretty much goes for the placement of the towers. The Razor and Barrel are really going to be wherever you want. I just think the God Towers and Stun Towers should definitely be up front on most islands. As you can see here, I got Stun and the God Tower, Stun, Barrel, and then God Tower. So as you can see, that's my thought, and that's what I've seen work the best. Now, you'll see that I've put a Vorm Island back up. This is mainly to deter Frogger even more, and definitely hurt Anna. Because if you didn't know, Anna, even if she goes underground, will be affected by the Vorm Tower if it targeted her, and she will take damage even underground. So definitely, I would suggest throwing at least one Vorm in your endgame build. And you can place that wherever you want. It just really depends on where you are. Obviously, I can have max towers all the way out here, but you can, I would say at least, if you don't have it on a small island, definitely put it on one of your two big, longer islands, making it harder to get through. I had it over here for a little while, but it just didn't do enough, and I feel like the Slurn and Gaia Tower combo works a lot better, especially in the beginning. Because you figure most people are going to be using Anna or Frog right away. And then over here, I have it to where it can be... It is... it is Theros. Just slow them down. And then Razor Towers. And then I'm just kind of... This is just where I'm building random towers at the moment for the event. Now, so that's pretty much where you should be at endgame for your bases. So obviously... have your God Towers up front, Stun Towers up front. Make sure that you have the alignments that you need to beat whatever beasts are coming at you a lot. And that will be moving into the next part, is what should you be looking at endgame. Now, real bases compared to the bot bases that some of you face, and or the weaker bases, because everyone says defending doesn't matter in the beginning. It doesn't. Not until... I'm really starting to see it in about the mid-75s now. Because real bases don't have taunt towers and don't have leech towers. Basically, those two towers, all they do is they allow opponent to kind of breathe for a minute, and you don't want that. You want as much pressure on someone attacking you as you can get. Those two towers are freebies. They know they don't do a whole lot of damage, so they can literally leave them alone to the last second and then take them out, letting them gain mana and or heal, and that's not what you want. So like I was saying, what type of beast are you looking for? Well, with these endgame bases being so hard to hit, you want anything that will give you health regen, and that's health regen, not it's protecting its health, and increase of mana, because a lot of bases actually don't even run, obviously, the Vern right now, so they're running a lot of Theros, which increases the cost of your spells. So you want to have a way to increase your mana constantly. Now, Frogger does have that, but he does not have technically a way to heal. It gives him a bubble, but that bubble can be dispersed by a barrel tower. Anna prevents herself from losing health, but again can be stopped with the barrel tower. So that leaves the third beast of this season, Quetz. Now, if we were to look at Quetz, I honestly feel like at this point in time, he is going to be the strongest one endgame due to his abilities. And it's mainly because he can have the adaptive where he can have 100% tower resist to anything that has the beam and or projectiles, which is massive. And then he does have destructive balance, which is one of the best abilities in game. It gives you health and it gives you mana by itself. And then obviously he also has the Awakened Fury, which increases his damage, and then he can dive underground and get unlimited stamina. So really, his combination of skills, being able to have resist, have a way to increase life and mana, and deal out extra damage, I do feel Quetz endgame is going to be probably the best seasoned beast of the current tier. Not to mention he's a Vorm, and not many people are running Vorm towers. So that right there does mean I feel if you're looking for a creature to push in, really push in game and try to max, I would say Quetz for sure. Now we do have the first mythic out right now, and Jag is definitely going to be the other one. I would say if you are only going to push one creature of the season, definitely her at the moment. I'm going to be putting a video out on Tanalos. I'm worried about Tanalos because I have a strong suggestion, or I'm guessing because of how last season was, we had a tank and a berserker for the mythics. So far we've had a rogue for this season. I'm guessing it's going to be a mage. And if you look in the season, if we're going off the colors, Jag is Hala. If you look at Tanalos, he's blue. So I'm guessing he would be a Theros, which definitely hurts mages because of their giant amount typically of spells and the cost of the spells. But we'll see. Like I said, once it drops, I'll have a video. I'll push it to 20, and we'll see if it's going to be worthwhile endgame. But like I said, Jag is definitely the other beast you want endgame. Currently, there's not a lot of tier beasts that are going to really give you what you want. Unfortunately, on real bases, because real bases just hit a lot harder. So right now, I'd say Frog is going to be my second best choice. No, I take that back. Honestly, like I said, Quetz, then the Frog, then Anna for the legendaries, and then right now Jag is going to be the #1 priority for your mythic. But again, wait for that next video. I don't want anyone to pick it and then find out that Tanalos is just super broken, amazing, whatever. But anyway, I really hope that helps a lot of players. Currently, they're looking to build endgame. Like I said, the bases hit a lot harder, so I do think that people should start hitting people more often in the higher levels. Really get used to the hard-hitting towers because you're not always going to get those nice, easy bot bases that we all can walk through. And then the other thing is, it really doesn't matter with the placement of your spirit towers. It just depends where you want them to be. Oh, and then since we do have someone attacking, I want to go ahead and show you how to defend. There's a lot of stipulations. So as you can see here, you can just place the super shots on each tower. You get 5. Now, I knew he was going to die, so it wasn't going to be a big deal. I'm sure he's going to attack again real quick. And then if he does, I'll show you how to place the hammer, the sword, and the shield. Obviously, the shield and the hammer increases your defense and attack, and the hammer will heal your towers. Another thing to keep in mind when you're healing towers, there is a bug currently going on right now that if you do 0%, they actually will not gain max XP. So as you can see here, what we'll do is we'll grab that and then you just place it. You don't swipe. And that's really what the big thing I wanted to show everyone is you don't have to swipe when you're defending. You just simply click on it and then place it. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I will see you guys next time. Have a great weekend. Peace.